Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get it started immediately and start you with an oracle card. Get right down to business here and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what's going on for you. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for the Cancerians? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card for the shadow, from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always very interesting. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Cancer, please? And thank you. Yeah, there we go. Nice and quick. All right, I do believe you might have gotten this card last week or 2 weeks ago. It's a very interesting, powerful divine feminine energy, and I always equate it similarly to the Chariot, which is your card. So this is very powerful. Now, before we start dissecting that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on social media, my handle on all platforms is at kyleofcupsoracle, so please feel free to link up with me on the social platform of your choice. Everything except Facebook. Now into the reading we go. Enough of the plugs. You see this woman, it looks like she's in armor, looks very powerful, very strong, pointing in a direction. Now, to me, this is somebody that is either revving up to do something, has a lot of determination and forward momentum. I really like this card a lot. So it does remind me of the Chariot in that sense, with the determination. For another portion of you, there could be a big future focus, okay, with whatever it is you're dealing with, whether it's work, whether it's your living situation, relationships, like there is that future focus of what's on the horizon. But to me, even though she is standing firm, to me this is a card that is action based. Okay, this is somebody revving up, about to make some sort of big move here. So I do like it. Okay, now it does have a bit of a edge to it, so watch out, like your temper might be a little more volatile than usual. But we're going to get into tarot. I don't necessarily feel like that's a rough card or a bad card. We're going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time, my guides. What do we got for the Cancerians in early August? Please and thank you. So, last week's reading, it was titled An Explosive Talk, all right? So that fiery energy that I was just referring to could have been in full effect over the past week. So hopefully you haven't been going through rough things. As you know, energy is very malleable. It's always moving. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. Only take it how it hits for you, of course. Okay, because this could be people in your sphere of influence showing up too. So what do we got here for Cancer, please? Let's get these first 3 out. The deck is being specific thus far. All right, now that card didn't come out. For any of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. Usually they pop out quick. Okay, here's that forward momentum. We do have the Knight of Swords, which has an edge to it, right? Like this could be very movement based, but it could also be a bit combative. We'll talk about that. Let's get 2 more. Okay, all right, we got the 3 of Swords. So we do have double swords, and that tells me that there may be a warning or 2 in this spread. All good, nothing to freak out over. Let's get 1 more card, though. I know that 3 of Swords could look a little scary, but I wouldn't be nervous about it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, 9 of Cups. So some of you, like something might be a blessing in disguise, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. That's something I've been picking up for some signs every now and then. So it's an interesting mixture we have here, because we have 2 cards that have an edge, but 1 of wish fulfillment. Let's go through. Cancer, this is going to be a layered one. That's why I love reading for you guys. And I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes before we get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So position number 1, the Knight of Swords. For some of you, this could simply be an air sign or somebody with strong air placements. And as I was saying, this is a heavy action card. This is a heavy movement card, forward momentum. Somebody that could be focused on something and moving towards it like a torpedo. So like I said, action, progression, change. It can be combative. So this could talk about conflict, bumping heads with people, fired up, right? So we're really going to want to clarify this and see what it's about. Okay, it could also represent distance and travel. Sometimes they're messengers as well. I know you've been getting conversation a lot recently, but we'll see what that's about. And as with all swords cards, because you do have 2 of them, there's a little bit of a seriousness to them. There's a little bit of an importance to them. Now, the 3 of Swords is one of the most iconic tarot cards there are, right? If you watch tarot readings, I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times, the 3 swords cutting through the heart. And we know that this is a card that could represent pain of some sort, whether it's physical pain, emotional, or mental. Okay, so it could be something very minor, like little anxieties, little nervousness, but it could range all the way up to heartbreak. So someone you're connected to or yourself, you might be going through something pretty tough in this time when we have this card. But like I said, we want to clarify and get all the detail, especially with like all the seriousness of all the swords. We'll see. But moving to the back end here, we do have a bit of something to take off the edge of all this sword energy. The Nine of Cups, that water vibe. Beautiful card. This is a card of wish fulfillment, getting all that you want and need. It's very welcoming. If you look at the guy on this card and all the versions of it, it's super welcoming, warm, nurturing, caring. So this is nice. And it could be about abundance as well. The only warning with this card is that of not overindulging in things like comfort eating, drinking too much. You get the deal. But we're going to see what this is about, because it could literally just be something really going your way, a wish come true, a win or victory. We'll just have to see when we get more detail. So let's do that. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's shuffle these cards up one time for my Cancers, please. Let's see what's going on for my friends, my guides and spirit team. What do we got for the Cancerians? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Knight of Swords, though. Why is the Knight of Swords here? And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If there's any messages that you're feeling and you want to give to the Cancerian Collective, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind. So why is this Knight of Swords here, please? Thank you. Yeah, Seven of Wands, this is a little bit combative, and that explosive energy from last week is still holding over. People would be very wise not to really test you in this time. I'm absolutely going to say that. Like with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords, you might bump heads with somebody in this time. This could represent serious issues popping up with others, okay? I don't mean like within oneself. We still have to see how the rest of this plays out. But just like I've been seeing since the very beginning, your temper might be a little bit on edge, and you will be no pushover in this time. People will be very, very wise not to step on your toes, okay? Like that's just how it feels. Yes, Cancer's a water sign, emotional, loving, and caring and nurturing, but everybody has a limit. So that's what I'm feeling with the Seven of Wands. Yes, it could be determination as well. If we want to go super optimistic with the interpretation, this could be somebody that has complete and total determination to reach some kind of result. So you could be very singular or single-minded about something, like focus in on something like, no, I am going to do that. I am going to achieve that. Nothing is going to get in my way. So I'm getting that double-edged sword once again, which I've been feeling that duality since the beginning, but with the fire-air combination, and people would definitely not want to mess with you in this time, okay? That's just something I'm feeling for sure. Okay, so just beware in this time. There might be certain situations or issues that pop up. You just got to be cognizant of that. We're going to keep moving because I really want to get through the rest of this. For some of you, you might just be a little more amped up than normal. But let's see what's up with that Three of Swords. Why is that Three of Swords here? Yeah, the deck is, come on. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. So yeah, just like I was saying, there could be little beefs, little squabbles with interpersonal relationships. The Two of Cups doesn't always mean those that you're romantically tied to. It could just be anyone that you have a partnership or an emotional bond with. The fact that it's showing up in reverse does, like I was saying, there's this little conflict base in the beginning, okay? And I also said in regards to situations, in regards to issues, that it might be with other people around you, not within oneself. Okay, and when I get this Three of Swords with the Two of Cups, that's just what it's saying to me. You might just have somebody you're connected to that's in a lot of pain. You might be connected to somebody that's hurting quite a bit. Maybe that's something you're going through here. But with the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse, like, yeah, this is pain between individuals, okay? And I'm just going to keep it straight up and simple. I'm not going to overcomplicate that. Okay, we're going to keep moving over. Okay, whether it is anxiety, nervousness, or just like hurt, like a hurt pain, hurt heart. We're going to see what's up with the Nine of Cups, though. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of a happy ending here. And then we'll go through and do a recap before we get into the shadow cards. So let's see what's up with that Nine of Cups. Why is it here for the Cancerians? Thank you. Yeah, Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, it's something really swinging your way. Now, for some of you, this could represent Scorpio in your life, all right? With the Hanged Man, some people even say it's Virgo. But notice that the Hanged Man is in reverse. When I see the Hanged Man in reverse, I think of action, because usually this is a retracted card, pulled back, analytical, you know the deal. So when it turns in reverse, I'm getting like a breakthrough of some kind, like something breaking through and really swinging your way. Even if you're going through tumultuous things, even if you're going through a lot of ups and downs and volatility, the wish fulfillment card of the Nine of Cups and this Hanged Man in reverse is like something is going to break through. You are going to collect some sort of win or victory. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. That's just how this feels, okay? And once again, I'm not going to overcomplicate this message. We're just going to take this win and victory right here and chalk it up, right? This is really nice. So I would claim this energy for sure, regardless of how much the rest of this was hitting. There might be little squabbles in your interpersonal life, but I don't think it's anything that's going to completely throw you off course. All right, this is something really swinging in your direction here. So we do get a happy ending in this spread. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, my friends, position number 1, we did have the Knight of Swords with the 7 of Wands in the upright. Like I said, even if you just look at the imagery of that, people would be wise not to step on your toes in this time. There could be little conflicts, situations, and issues popping up with those around you, and we're seeing it heavy in the front end here, okay, where you and somebody else might not be seeing eye to eye, and that's okay. That happens, right? Another thing I was picking up here is someone that is like completely determined to achieve something. Like regardless of what gets in my way, regardless of what happens, I will attain this. I will win in the end. In the center, we have the 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, someone you're linked to or yourself might be in pain over a little squabble, button heads, you know the deal. And we're not going to overcomplicate that. Moving to the very back end, we have the 9 of Cups with the Hanged Man in the upright. The energy of breaking through. Something really swinging in your way, picking up a lot of steam and action. So regardless of what's going on now, I feel something really swinging in your way in fashion here. This is really, really nice. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into them further. We're going to get you one shadow card. Say we definitely have a happy ending at the end of that spread. So what's going on here for the Cancerians, my guides? Talk to me. What do we got? And yes, we're using the Shadowland Tarot deck once again, which is my favorite thing to use when it comes to shadow work. And we're just going to pull you one card here just to tie this reading up in a nice, neat little bow. So what's going on for the Cancerians? What's in the shadows? Popped out quick. Okay, we do have the 8 of Cups. Don't be tempted to give up on anything in this time. Okay, that's just one vibe here. And when I have the 8 of Cups in the shadows, remember, we're looking at the shadow side of every energy that shows up in the shadows. So for some of you, this could be abandonment issues, fears of abandonment, fears of separation. But a big thing I'm picking up here is that of not giving up. We've been seeing that theme of determination, and I would embrace that if you can. For some of you, may have been times in the past where you felt like you've given up too soon or somebody else gave up too soon on something. So beware of things like that. But yeah, for a portion of you, it could just be little abandonment issues. Nothing too crazy. So Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.